Welcome back. This is Season 2, Episode 14. First thing I'd like to do is see if it's possible to build 2 pedestrian bridges for the theme park. There are no grid lines, so I just gotta line them up the best I can. Demolish a few things that are in the way. And indeed it is possible. Now building back the lines are demolished. Trying to spread them out the best I can. Just adding 2 more park benches. And I don't like that track. I'm gonna build them a better track. With more curves. That will mean going in and fixing the defects. I fix one or create another one. Okay, I think that should do it. Just waiting to the end of this day. And now I'm heading back to Elm Grove. I don't want to leave Riverbend, but the reality is I'll make money faster in Elm Grove. First thing I need to do is sell the alloy. The goal is to sell $2 million worth in a day. That will allow me to upgrade my trade headquarters and build a petroleum No, not petroleum. Electronics. Electronics is my next priority. But the trade port's not even full yet, so I gotta wait. And I know there's traffic, but it seems like the trucks are having a hell of a time delivering the alloy in time. That's a price I pay for having a big chaotic city like this. Lots of traffic jams, it'll take some time. And there won't be any more alloy till sometime the next day. And the recycling trucks have collected it. Now heading over to Twain, and I'm gonna fix this highway because the idea of limiting access to it is preposterous. You just want to avoid four-way intersections. Three-way is fine. You can rest some of these abandoned buildings. And it looks like there's already a water shortage. So what I've got to do is return to Twain. Thankfully there's more water there than there was when the city was founded. Build another water plant with 6 basic pumps. You want basic ones unless there's pollution in the area. And then across the street build another sewage treatment plant. With the sewage treatment plant across the street, you'll never run out of water. And I lost a lot of businesses, so I'm building them back on the edge there. As long as they're not factories that pollute, that'll be fine. Now going back to Elm Grove, continuing collecting alloy. And now I'm a little worried because those shipments really aren't getting out. Looks like I gotta replace the trucks. I don't know if I got lost or stuck in traffic, but I gotta replace the trucks. Because if it's not gonna do what it's programmed to do, then I'm wasting my time. Now when there's crime in one city, it tends to spill over to another, so I gotta build more jail cells. The crime rate is 19 per day now, hopefully on the way down. I'd get more helicopters, but I don't think the city has the money for more helicopters. Abandoned buildings at midnight. The city was in deficit, so I gotta raise the taxes to 14%, which the residents won't like. And the school's built for 2,800, and I'm not getting that, so I've got to lay off some of the teachers. There you can see the production rate, and the trucks are supposed to deliver it when there's 10 tons of alloy produced, and they're not. They're running late. Must be they're stuck in traffic or something. The land value map will help you find abandoned buildings. Trade port's almost full. Finally sold out one of my events, so I'm moving on to the sports event. It's not mandated you run the stadium that way, it's just the way I save money. Looks like the tours are putting off. I sold that one out too. I can move on to the concert. That costs $45,000. And they're way behind there. I gotta get more new trucks. If it's not doing what it's programmed to do, then I'm wasting my time. I sold out the concert, so I'm doing another concert. Is the trade port full? I believe it is, so now all I gotta do is wait till the next day. The sale will begin at midnight. It was probably still early enough in the day, but that's the procedure I follow. here we go. Slowing down time and hitting export and clicking the button beside the gauge. I want to empty it out so I can move on to processors. This will take a little longer, but I want to conserve time. I don't want the trucks to get stuck in traffic. A ship comes that will speed things up, but they don't come very often. $42,000 a piece times 60 deliveries. I'll be making $2.52 million. Enough to upgrade the trade headquarters and get the electronics division. And there comes a cargo ship that cleared out half of it. Well, the trucks did some work too. The capacity is 200 tons, a third of it. That's a passenger ship. Alright, that last cargo ship should do it. Alright, the sale's over. I made enough to upgrade my trade headquarters and build the electronics division. Now tearing down the airport. Getting rid of that road, I gotta make room for a processor factory. I need that before I can move on to televisions and computers. And that's when the big money starts coming in. And I don't want to waste this much money. But the processor factory requires plastic and alloy. If I was using my head, I'd start producing plastic right away sooner than that. Like as soon as the port was full. Making room for more factories. Building more trees to divide industrial and residential. There you can see the recycling center is working. And I got $21 million, sending $10 million over to, what's it called, Whitewater Crossing? And this will take a while. But I gotta send the money over gradually. Unless you want an entire episode of me transferring money. My goal is to send $250 million over here and $250 million to the other city, the fifth city. And that's where I'll have my mega towers. There, they got their 10 million, that's a start. Now checking over at Riverbend Park to see if it generates money on its own, and it doesn't look like it does, which is a shame. I could send the 1.2 million in profits over to Elm Grove. And then eventually to Whitewater Crossing. Less than a minute left, so I'm just giving an aerial view of the city.